Hi, and welcome to Miranda Made. Let's sew another baby blanket and make a bird mobile. So you're going to need a yard of fabric and 4 yards of trim for this blanket. Alright, so I started out by measuring the fabric after I had trimmed it down, and I sewed the sides together, as you can see, with wrong sides together. These are the measurements that I used. Then I measured off the trim that was going to be needed, which is roughly 4 yards. It could be more or less depending on the size of blanket you end up making. To prepare the trim, I went ahead and pressed it so that the selvage was covered and also the raw sides where I cut it would be hidden. So I just folded it over like so, pressed it in place, and then started on the selvage portion. Please take a minute, like and subscribe. That helps my channel so much. I thought this trim was really cute when I saw it in the store. I got it in a bargain bin for like $3, and I thought, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'm taking that home. And when I was putting this blanket together, it was just so easy. I thought, okay, I'm gonna put this around those raw edges and just make the cutest little effect. This is a really soft cotton too, so that makes it another reason to be baby friendly. And I've never seen this before on a baby blanket, so I thought, oh, that's another reason to give it a try. It's something a little bit different. Okay, so here you can see I've stitched all the way around. Now I'm just gonna hide those edges with this trim by folding it over like this and stitching this in place. And I will use mitered corners. If you don't know what a mitered corner is, you can either look it up, or if anybody wants, I can make a video on how to do that. But I didn't show that in here, so you're gonna need to know how to do that. So starting off, I just pinned this portion down, no mitered corner yet. And then we're gonna work our way around to that next side. Okay, so here's that mitered corner, just like this. Looks so cute and neat. And on the back side as well, double checking that everything's in place. Okay, it's finished. That's so easy to do. You can definitely make one of these. It's really soft and cute. And I thought I would style it with the bunnies. And here it is, nicely folded. Oh, it's just so pretty. Very girly. All right, on to the bird mobile. This one was a bit more work. So first you're gonna need a bird pattern. This pattern I got from a book, which I will link in the description. And this is a project in there, but I kind of made my own take on it. I didn't really follow any directions. I just used the pattern from the book. So you need a pattern, either freehand draw it or whatever, and cut it out of some paper. And then I transferred it from that tracing paper onto some stronger cardstock. And then you're gonna have to cut out the wing and also cut that out of stronger cardstock, because you can use a different fabric for the wing to make it look really cute. All right, so here's my paper cut out, which I will keep for future projects as well. And I just made 4 birds for the mobile. As you can see, I used some of the same fabric and then some different fabric for detailing. I pressed down all of the edges of the wing so that I can whip stitch it into place with the embroidery thread. Now I'm gonna put in an eye, and I'm gonna start with a French knot. So this is a very basic embroidery stitch, the French knot. It's really easy to do. You just pull it through, go over a couple times of your needle, and then go back through, holding the loop to make like a little flower, kind of. And then I decided to do kind of like a pinwheel, but not exactly the pinwheel stitch. And originally I was going to just add a few loops like here, as you can see, but then I went back and I was like, no, let's make a pinwheel. So putting your right sides together, you're going to stitch up all but a small section where you can flip it through. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm putting my right sides together and I've got it stitched down and flipped through. See, the bottom is left open so I can put some fluff in there. So I stuffed it with some polyester stuffing, and then I stitched up the sides. And I used a very tiny stitch length to make sure that nothing pokes out. Yay, so cute, little bird. Okay, and then I was like, yeah, let's add more to the eye. So I got some pastel colored embroidery thread, and I went ahead and did sort of like a rosette or a pinwheel look for the eye on this. And actually each one of my birds have a little bit different eye. You can play around with it. One of mine I put eyelashes on, and so yeah, it's something fun to just kind of experiment with, and when you make yours, it'll be unique to you. For the pinwheel, I did clip off the ending that I started with, the knot at the end, and just kind of hid those threads. Anyway, there's a lot of embroidery channels. You can do a lot with this. Really, this is just scratching the surface. So here's my first little bird, all finished. I think she's cute. And then I made 3 more. This one I gave eyelashes. Yeah, so cute, I think. Really fun and precious. There's the first one that I did. And you can change them up and make them however you want. It's a wonderful, unique project. Here's my third one. I switched up the fabric entirely and gave it more of a simple eye. And the last one, I switched up the wing color, and the eye is a bit similar to the one before. Okay, then you're gonna need some dowel rods. They've got to be the same weight. I was gonna use twigs, and I realized if they're not the same weight, they don't balance each other. And then I took some fabric. This is recycled fabric that I had sewn, I think as an apron or something. And I just took a piece of that, and I'm just gonna tie it together with a little bow and attach the birds with embroidery thread to each one of the sticks. There's more than one way to do this, of course. This is just the way I did it. You can, I'm sure, figure out another way, maybe a better way, but I thought it was cute with the bow on top. All right, so I attached the birds with embroidery thread using a needle, and then I'm just gonna tie it onto the stick, actually. And here it is, hanging up. I used just a push pin really to hang it because it's extremely lightweight. So even a push pin in the ceiling was easily enough to hold it up. And that's just some more embroidery thread there that I have attached to the bow. So no special hook needed. And like I said, I just pushed it right into the ceiling. Easy peasy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time out of your day to see these projects. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video.